It's Nolan. Yeah. Oh, y'all thought I was gonna wait on K-Dot to drop his shit? Nah. Ayy, I've been waiting for something for me to snap on. Graduated from the freestyle, stay with a cap on. Black on, been in my publishing for these rap songs. Making whack nigga back off, let the cash grow. 5 in the morning, I'm up with my baby, no sleeping. Clown niggas, y'all Barnum and Bailey, I'm creeping. Got an army with me, nah, it's a Navy, so y'all better pay me like K-Dot, them arms to be waving. I had a couple brushes with devils, quiet as kelp. I'm charging for air, you boys talk under your breath. God is my witness, he with me, and he counted my steps. So anybody riding with me, I should double your bets. I chose W's, like Aisha Wilson out this bitch. Nigga argue about the gold, I want a Billy out that bitch. I been counting more cheese like a Philly in this shit. A verse hard white like I'm breaking down a brick. Ratchet on me like the repo man. They done brought me back to life like Encino man. Ran off with the yams like an elope man. I got dealt with the chip, I'm the Frito man. I want millions, Benzes, numbers up senses. Nigga try to count me out, now I want vengeance. 100 rat taught me how to run it back. Clemson, all I do is work in my city, I need pension. Somebody said it'd be disrespectful to rap on it. I'm by business, y'all niggas ain't got the acumen. Immaculate, I've been adamant with these savages. The flow is so extravagant, extrapolating arrogance. That ain't even drop yet. Bitch, I got plans too. Nigga wanna scrap about it, bitch, I got hands too. Yeah, man, got a nigga twisted like a can too. I clean him out like shampoo. I pity y'all some damn fools. Man, this shit too easy, man. I just having fun with you niggas, man. Yeah, it's J Nolan. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Now, y'all just saw I did my quick little my K-Dot intro. You know what I'm saying? I had to do it. I know his song ain't dropped yet, but there's no guarantee we gonna get his version. It's no guarantee. So I said, man, you know what? Let me see if somebody got a version on YouTube of the beat, I'm gonna rap on it. If they don't, cool, I'm gonna leave it alone. I ain't gonna try to force the hand. But I was able to find a version of the beat, so I had to do something to it, man. I mean, I'm a rapper first. I came in doing music first, man. Let me know what y'all think of it, though. You know what I'm saying? I know there's going to be some people that say, oh, that was whack. You should have did that, man. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'm going to be cool about it. But let me know what y'all think, man. As we get into the show today, we're gonna talk a little bit more about Kendrick Lamar. He's got some more updates that are going out right now. Nothing that he's come out and said, but more information that's coming out from the Not Like Us music video. So apparently the knock that you see in the beginning of the music video, the dances that are going on with the Tommy the Clown scene with the students and the dancers with the clown paint on their face. There's some significance to that too. Like I personally didn't know. I was actually curious about all that. Somebody had asked me in the comments about that if I knew. No, I'm not gonna lie and act like I did. But now there's more information out there about some of the dances and some of the imagery that's going on in that particular scene. So let's go ahead and just talk about that real quick, or shall I say, this person on TikTok came out and released a video talking about it. So I'm gonna go give them an opportunity to share their information and let me know if y'all think it's a reach. Y'all, you tell me. But I think this is actually pretty solid information, stuff that I didn't know about. It's kind of a history lesson here. I don't know if Kendrick himself knew this information, if Tommy the Clown, being that he's an educated dancer and teacher, came with this idea and passed it on to Kendrick. But either way it goes, it shows up in his video, and that's, the timestamp that people are going to come back to. And I think this is definitely going to be a historic moment in hip hop that people continue to come back to for years to come. So let's go ahead and get into that, shall we?
One detail everyone missed in Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us video. The video opens with this scene. This iconic door knock is called Shave and a Haircut 2 Bits. The seven-note riff originated from Charles Hale's 1899 minstrel song, At a Dark Town Cakewalk. Darktown was an African-American neighborhood in Atlanta, Georgia, reflecting Kendrick's final verse.
Atlanta was the mecca building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second. Let me put y'all on game.
While the term cakewalk has since been twisted to mean easy victory, the word is rooted in racism and refers to dance competitions enslaved Africans were forced to perform on plantations where cake was the prize. The cakewalk became a way for slaves to openly mock and ridicule the mannerisms of their enslavers.
Run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you're not a colleague. You're a fucking colonizer.
Now you know.
Man, they was in the video actually doing the cakewalk. I did not know that running move that they were doing was the cakewalk. And I had no idea that the cakewalk, although we've known it as, oh, it's a cakewalk, it's easy win, it's a breeze. It goes all the way back to slave roots. You know what's sad? So many of the things that we talk about, so many of the phrases that we say, the old adages, and all of the stuff that we just use in everyday conversation, a lot of the stuff is rooted in slavery. A lot of the stuff that we say, these little phrases, they sound real catchy and shit. They have roots that go way back to just like really harmful, hateful bullshit that, man, this place is fucked up. But at least through art, we get to express, we get to educate, we get to teach further generations about what's going on through art, through music, through film and entertainment. So it's not always so bad. And that's what the OGs back in the 80s were all about. We may not listen to KRS-One today. We may, he's got some questionable ideologies himself, but one thing that he was always firm on was edutainment, right? Entertainment, education. Education first, entertainment. You bring it together, you got edutainment. That was a philosophy that was widely known, expressed, and accepted in the early days of hip hop, right? The name hip hop was about intelligent movement, hip hop, right? Being hip to what's going on. The hop is the movement. So, yeah. Again, I know a lot of people out there like, man, y'all really going crazy with this Kendrick talk. Yeah. I mean, it's the talk of the town. As a matter of fact, the song is eligible for 3 times platinum. It is literally over 3 million units sold. So all Kendrick and PG Lang have to do is reach out to the RIAA for official certification, and they'll have a plaque. And this is in 2 months. The song is triple platinum. The video is over 30 million views, which is the fastest growing rap song ever on YouTube. These are statistics and things that, again, in the normal everyday lexicon of talking about Kendrick Lamar music, we don't really trip off the numbers. We don't really trip off of how successful his music is because we support him. Those of us that have been listening to this dude from the beginning already know what it is, how talented he is, and what he represents culturally. But in this battle, him going against Drake, like we've said the whole time, the quintessential numbers guy, the Michael Jackson that he's dubbed himself to be, for him to go out like this, or for the song Not Like Us, which is the I guess the end of the battle, or the battle as we know it, for it to knock him out like that and it to be one of the most successful songs in rap history, like as far as like the organic growth and immediacy, expediency, that's crazy, because now Kendrick is effectively beating you at your own game. Not only did you get outclassed, out-strategized, out-rapped, you're also getting outsold. You're also getting outpaced, which that was never a thing. So it just goes to show you, some people feel like, oh, Kendrick had to go away for 5 years at a time to make albums, to get creative. And it's really not that. He's showing you that he can actually produce at a pretty fast, high clip. because all it took him was 17 days and he was back on the nigga's head with back to back to back to back to back. Nigga did a concert and performed the diss records just weeks later. Got a music video fully choreographed. All this goddamn racial history in the video, all types of stuff going on, man. Like, well thought out shit. So it just shows you it's not necessarily any lack of motivation, or I won't even say lack of motivation, but lack of creativity on Kendrick's side, where he just has to sit around and stew for years at a time to produce quality content. It's the fact that, you know, some people don't like to speak unless they've got something to say. Jay-Z said that in an interview with Kevin Hart a couple years ago when he was asked if he's going to drop another album. He says, "I'll never say I'm retired again, but I just don't know when I'm going to drop another album because I literally need to have something to say. I don't want to just drop music for the sake of dropping music. Those days are over. I want to be able to make a statement when I have music, right? I want to have something worth listening to, worth people stopping and creating a moment and creating timestamps in history in some form or fashion, right?" So I think Kendrick Lamar is of the same mindset, which is why he doesn't just drop album after album after album, song after song, and everybody's business plan is different. But as we know, Drake's whole thing is different, right? Even in the midst of everything going on with Kendrick Lamar, we've seen Drake has popped up on nearly 5 songs? 5 songs already? Stuff that was already stewing and brewing. And we see what he's going for. Everything is non-confrontational. It's pop friendly, summer friendly. Still, he's even hearkening back to Honestly Nevermind vibes, and that's his least successful album. Why are you going back to the formula of your least successful album? I don't know. It's not my place to tell Drake what the hell to do. We've got some Drake Young Money fans out there that hate when I talk about him in a negative fashion. So hey, whatever he puts out, y'all need to support it so that he stays in the conversation and then he stays at the top of the game, because a lot of people feel like he's not up to par right now. I'm one of those people. I told y'all what I expect from Drake though. I want to hear good raps. If it ain't got good raps on it, I'm not playing it. That's it. But yeah, man, I mean, this shit is actually pretty remarkable in my opinion. But we're not going to stay on Kendrick too long. I just wanted to go ahead and put those updates out there because I haven't spoken about them in a few days and more things have come out. And I'm just like, man, every day new layers to this video get discussed. And again, some of it may feel like a reach. And I get it. If some people are like, man, y'all doing too much, man. Y'all making this shit sound like it's so fucking deep. Well, I guess it is. And there's some Drake fans out there that have converted to straight up Kendrick Lamar fans. There was a guy who had Drake's face literally tattooed on his thigh. I don't know why he did it in the first place. I don't know why that was the one. But he literally went to the tattoo shop and got Kendrick's face tattooed over it. He got a fucking mural of this man now. I ain't gonna show it. Hey man, shit weird all around. But it just goes to show you how deep this shit really goes. You feel me? People are doing things like that. That's some heavy wannabe downism, I tell you that much. But again, we're going to move on from K-Dot. Shout out to him. Shout out to PG Lane. Shout out to the whole, West Coast. Next up, we're going to get into Megan Thee Stallion. The numbers are finally in. And she is officially at 68,000 sales. Okay. Number 3 on Billboard Hot 200 with 68,000 to finish out the week. First week sales. And again, this is independent. I know some people are gonna be like, whatever. I believe Nicki Minaj came out and threw some shade at Megan over the 60,000. If you go through some of her posts and things like that, she put out this tweet saying DIL, did I lie? You know, and that harkens back to her Super Freaky Girl remix where she says, I won't quote it because I don't know the exact quote, but she was basically saying, you think you're doing something till my mixtape outsells your album or something like that. So she's riding high because, of course, with Pink Friday 2, her album did over 200,000 the first week. So she's like, I'm 40 something years. I'm 40 years old, still outdoing you. That's basically her perspective on the situation. And she even went and tried to rub it in. Again, she says DAT, which is Drop a Tear, which is another piece from the Super Freaky Girl remix. And she says, I performed for like 60,000 people tonight in Gag City, Vienna, Austria, at the Rolling Loud. To God be the glory. Thank you, Barb. So again, she was trying to rub it in. You sold 60,000 albums. I performed for 60,000 people in one concert. You'll never get like me. That's basically what she was saying, man. And again, I don't think that the comparison is fair, right? These are two artists in two very different spaces in their career. Megan Thee Stallion came out in 2018, and since the end of 2019, well, I won't say 20, she popped off in 2018. But since the end of 2019 up until 2023, she was in an ongoing battle with her label, right? And some people are going to say, oh, you're making excuses. But no, this is real life shit. Like, people that have ongoing issues with the label, she was having problems signing off on her music. She was being blocked from doing features with other artists. She had to literally get a restraining order, court order on her label so that they could not veto her from working with other people and trying to do things that could advance her career. And I know for people that enjoy Nicki's music and are fans and want to be ops with Megan or whatever, you're not going to listen to this. You're going to feel like niggas is copping please. But let's be honest. If Nicki Minaj was in that same position early in her career, who's to say that she would have ever popped off the way she did? Right? When you're a new artist, your first impression is like super important. And she made a great impression, but she also had those label woes. Like, I feel like she's kind of exceeded what anyone else would have done in that same position, right? If Roc Nation wouldn't have stepped in and created avenues for her and advocated on her behalf and gave her the legal team to get out of the situation, where would she have ended up? There's so many countless artists that never got off the shelf because of those certain things. So I understand some people are going to be like, oh man, and that's cool. It ain't going to change your fucking day, and it ain't going to change mine either. So, but yeah, she's number 3 on Billboard, behind Morgan Wallen and goddamn, who's that other motherfucker? I forgot. But she's behind basically two country acts. And again, that's 68,000 units sold independently, which means that she's taking home the majority of the money. She's touring, she's moving around, she's making shit pop off. And, we'll see what the second week numbers do, because she could pop off another 30, 40 next week. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to let this thing play out. Over time, the album will probably be over gold or platinum. I don't know if she has a project yet that hasn't at least gone gold. And she's doing everything she was already doing on a label by herself. And for people that don't understand what that means, if you do 60,000 first week on a label, that means whatever money you generate You know what I'm saying? Whatever, if you created an avenue to generate, let's say $500,000, $600,000, the label is keeping that. And they're basically holding off on, paying you anything until you recoup the money that they gave you. So if you got $1 million deal and your album produces $600,000, you're $400,000 in the red. You're not gonna get paid nothing, right? But when you're in Megan's position where you have a distribution deal, most distribution deals are at minimum 80% in artist's favor. When you're a bigger artist, you can even negotiate 90% to 95% in the artist's favor, right? So that means that the label that you're getting distribution for, or the company you're getting distribution from, they're only taking a distribution fee of anywhere between 5 to 10%. So all of the profit there, when you make that $600,000, you're keeping at least about $450 to $500,000. Now, of course, you got to run that through taxes and bust that down with your team and people that you're working with. But that's a completely different position than anyone in the industry, including Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj is not in that position. You know what I'm saying? But people ain't gonna want to hear that. And when she does get herself to that position where she can get a strictly distribution deal, we'll talk about her in the same light. I don't have I'm not that guy, man. Okay? I know people have tried to make me out to be like this super villainous person when it comes to Nicki. I'm not. Do I bump her music? No. Do I think she's talented? Yes. It's been my same story the entire time. I like the idea of Nicki Minaj. I would love if Nicki Minaj were to just make a rap album. I would bump that shit probably for the next 4 years if she gave me rap all the way through. But that's not the type of artist she is. She's even leaning into doing even more pop music. Recently, she talked about she may need to do more pop shit. That's going to keep me isolated because I don't really fuck with pop rap. That's not my wave. But everybody's got something to say, including me. Okay? As we keep talking about hip-hop related topics, we've got Eminem. His track list for the death of Slim Shady has leaked. I don't know who the fuck leaked it, but it's out. So Eminem fans got an accidental peek at what his upcoming album, The Death of Slim Shady, may look like, which would include features from J. Cole, Jid, and more. On Saturday, July 6th, Syrian Alman on Twitter shared a series of screenshots captured from the Apple Music app. Upon making the album available as a pre-save item, the platform accidentally made Eminem's 20-track playlist public. Damn. I ain't never seen that shit before. Among the listed tracks included a posse cut titled Cypher Intermission, which features J. Cole alongside Black Thought, Tech Nine, Easy Mill, and Royce da 5'9", who also appears later on the project as the sole feature on a song called Threequel. Alright? So, this one song, the Cypher Intermission, it's got J. Cole on it, Black Thought from the Roots, independent pioneer Tech Nine from Kansas City. Easy Mill is actually Eminem's new artist that he signed last year. I believe he's from Vegas, and he does bilingual rap. I think he's Filipino, if I'm not mistaken, and he raps in both English and his native language. And then, of course, his old friend Royce. The purported Death of Slim Shady track listing also revealed a feature from Billie Eilish, a track with contributions by both J.I.D. and Skylar Grey, and appearances from Dr. Dre and 50 Cent. Interestingly enough, on the song Onslaught. Haven't seen them all working together in quite some time. In a late post, the Twitter user wrote, "Disclaimer. This could very well be fake. I don't claim that this is any sort of confirmation. I just seen it and posted it. Take it with a grain of salt." Commenters also noted that fake Eminem track lists have made their way online before. The Apple Music page for the album now shows each track by only their numbers, with the exception of the singles Houdini and Toby. But this Syrian Almond guy has something else. I don't know. It looks authentic, but I don't know what the fuck, you know? So who else is on there? I guess those are the primary features. Yeah, I don't think that's final. Cause I believe Corday has been spending time around M. I think IDK was spending time around him. It's a few different people that have been around that I don't see on this track list that I'm pretty sure are going to make an appearance on the album. So we'll see. Take it with a grain of salt, but that's what's out there. Okay. In other hip hop news, we've got Ice Spice hitting the streets with a new snippet. Ice Spice got more previews and samples than a motherfucking Chinese takeout, man. She teasing new tracks every day, boy. She trying to get y'all motherfucking Spice cabinets. She trying to get y'all amped up for this motherfucking album. Are y'all amped up yet? I'm joking, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The ambition is there, right? The fact that she's just giving y'all teaser as the album is getting ready to come out at the end of the month. Like, the only motherfucker I've heard put out as many snippets as Ice Spice this year is fucking Cardi B. It's like they going tit for tat. They going tat for tata. You know what I'm saying? Every week they posted like 2 snippets a week now. What the hell is going on? What is in the water from the Bronx? I will say the latest snippet that Ice Spice put up, I'm not saying I like it, but it does make me change my thought a little bit about her actually dating Riot. I think maybe Riot, maybe she ain't really fucking with Riot. Maybe that was just a rumor or something. I don't know. She got this song talking about when he cheated on you, this is how I get back. Do it on you because you did it first or something like that. And I don't think he cheated on her. And I don't think she's cheating on him. Not to say every song that you make has to be like inspired by real life events, but just the way that she's playing it, the way she's acting, I don't know. I think maybe she might have got cheated on. You know what I'm saying? The way that she's putting this out there. And I'm under the impression that Riot is producing the entire album, so I don't think, unless they got a Summer Walker and London on the Track type relationship where he's in the studio producing the songs where she's finna diss his ass like Summer Walker did, that would be crazy. But she's been playing out this snippet. I think she's even been playing the song on these festival dates she's been doing lately. I'll go ahead and play it. At some point, YouTube's going to knock it down, but the song's not out yet, so we're going to give it a little try, right?
Tell me, baby, do you want to? If he's cheating, I'm doing him worse. No, Uno, I hit the reverse. I ain't tripping the grip in my purse. I don't care, cause he did it first. If he's cheating, I'm doing him worse. I ain't tripping the grip in my purse. I don't care, cause he did it first.
All right. That's the snippet. If he cheating, I ain't tripping, or something like that. Because he did it first. Hit him with the Uno reverse. And I ain't gonna lie. That shit actually a little bit catchy, man. I've been over here and got them playing on Ice Spice Head Top. That one. She got the same flow on every fucking song, but that one sounded, maybe it was the beat. Maybe it's, I don't know. It was something about that track. I might listen to that motherfucker 1 to 2 times when it come out. I have a heart, people. I'm not the stone cold hater y'all think I am. I might play that motherfucker a few times, man. Now her album will be out Y2K at the end of the month. We'll see what else is on there. We'll see if there's any special features. I would advise some good features to be on there, you know, to keep people's attention rather than having one flow for 15 songs. But you know, man, people don't be listening to J Nolan until it gets to like a critical moment in their career. Then they want to start making switch ups and shit, the same shit that I called out 4 years ago. So we'll see what goes down, y'all. In other news, not related to music, we've got T.I. and Tiny asking a California judge to throw out their SA and battery lawsuit. T.I., real name Clifford Harris, and his wife Tiny, real name Tamika Harris, were sued for allegedly intoxicating, and I got to use alternative terms, and SAing a woman earlier this year, and the couple are now trying to have the case dismissed. In January, a person identified as Jane Doe filed a lawsuit against the two for a 2005 incident with claims of assault, negligence, and false imprisonment, in addition to the crimes mentioned above. According to legal documents obtained and published by allhiphop.com on Friday, the defendants are now challenging the validity of this civil complaint in California court. They say all the claims asserted in the complaint are time barred because the statute of limitations for such claims has long expired over 16 years ago. Further, notwithstanding the fact that defendants Clifford Harris and Tamika Harris, collectively known as the Harrises, deny any of the alleged conduct even occurred, the complaint fails to allege facts to sufficiently establish any of the claims alleged in this complaint. Accordingly, defendants seek to dismiss all the claims in the complaint for failure to state a claim upon which any relief can be granted because there is no possible remedy for these deficiencies. Defendants seek dismissal of this entire action. The pair are hoping to have the case dismissed with prejudice. That means if the motion is successful, Miss Jane Doe will be unable to refile this complaint. Per the lawsuit, the Atlanta rap legend and his wife allegedly met up with the plaintiff at a nightclub in LA while she was enlisted in the Air Force. The woman believes that Tiny may have tampered with one of her drinks, following which she and two other girls apparently ended up at the hotel with T.I. and wife. After showering with the Southern MC and his wife and massaging him while he watched Prawn, let's say Prawn, not Peen, pause. She alleges that T.I. then penetrated her with his, this is the thing with the toes. I thought this was something different. This is the shit with the motherfucking toe. She alleges that T.I. penetrated her using his toe, even though she repeatedly told him not to do so. Are you all right? Looks like you in last place, is what she claimed to have said, is what she claimed T.I. said. Now, we talked about this before. That quote sounds distinctly tippish, but I don't know what the hell they did. The woman claims to have then passed out only to be escorted out of the hotel room the following morning while she was still in serious pain. Though the episode in question occurred almost 2 decades ago, the window to refile the lawsuit has been reopened thanks to California's SA and Cover-Up Accountability Act. T.I. and Tiny have vehemently denied all of the accusations, writing it off as an attempt at extortion. In a statement shared with Hip Hop DX, the couple's legal team wrote, "On the heels of positivity, negativity always rears its ugly head. This plaintiff has been threatening to file this lawsuit for 3 years. For 3 years, we have emphatically and categorically denied these allegations. For 3 years, we have maintained our innocence and refused to pay these extortionate demands for things we didn't do. For 3 years, we've maintained the same position while the claims in this story have changed time and time again. Our position is clear. We are innocent of these fake claims. We will not be shaken down, and we look forward to our day in court." I wasn't aware that this was the same toe case. I'm just going to say prayers up for everyone involved, and hopefully what is real and what's right comes to the light and everyone gets exactly what they're due. Okay? Whatever that may mean in this case. Because if they did it, T.I. and Tiny deserve to go down. If they didn't do it, they deserve to be cleared of these claims. Okay? Because no one wants no toe jam in they jammy. Okay? That's what I do know. What else do we got going on, man? We got Bad Baby. I forgot to mention this. Got Bad Baby coming out, and apparently she's in a DV situation. Unfortunately, man, I don't know what the hell be going on. Man, I hope she can get out of this relationship. I hope that she can find her way. So she jumped online, posting photos and videos of her being physically assaulted by her child's father. Apparently, they were posted and then deleted. I haven't seen video. I don't really want to see the... Oh, God. I wasn't trying to see the video. Wow. So, just to describe what I saw, because I wasn't actually trying to find it. I was trying to find her statement. But there's one piece where he romps her down to the ground with his left hand. She falls. There's another where he literally pulls a Diddy and runs up and kicks her while she's on the ground. Wow. What the fuck is going on, man? Bad Baby comes out and says, I love that man more than I love myself, and it's honestly really sad. But unfortunately, this is real life. I know the easy way out is to leave, and that's better said than done. This doesn't happen this extreme often, but LV definitely has a problem. He's going to get the help he needs. Right now, there's no room for mistakes. It sounds like she's not leaving, unfortunately, because she believes he's actually going to get the help. Wow. She says, right now there's no room for mistakes, and he knows that. Whoever says they are there for me will be supportive of me no matter what I choose to do. That is a telltale sign she's not going anywhere. Y'all know I give a motherfucker hell, but there's no excuse for that at all whatsoever. My point in sharing this wasn't to attack him. It was for him to see what he does is wrong and to take accountability and make a real change. She says, me and LV ain't been together for real since May. That's not that long. She says, this man think he gonna take my daughter from me, say whatever you want, but trying to take my baby is crazy. She then proceeds to post photos of the swelling on her eye. It is, wow. I'm not gonna show this photo. But you know, I know a lot of people don't like this young lady, Bad Baby. I know people have a vendetta against her. She does cosplay blackness, and we don't co-sign that at all. But we don't want to see anybody be domestically abused either, especially when it actually comes out on film, camera, video. Got to support the victim, even if you don't agree with their lifestyle. This guy, Levon, I guess he goes by Levon. Lock his ass up. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. It's not that easy. I don't know. She shared the video. I don't know if she went to the police about this or if she just released it to the public. She says he's going to get help. I don't know if help equals therapy, or is he going to an institution establishment for some period of time. I don't know what that means. But ultimately, I hope her and her child are safe. I hope they can find, refuge. Hopefully dude doesn't get to the child to take her daughter away from her. Because that does happen to some people. And in some cases, when parents run off with their children, the police, the powers that be can't do shit because the other parent is still a legal guardian. You can't be charged with kidnapping for having possession of your own child. So I know how stuff like that can get tricky. I've seen people that I know in this situation, and it's never nice. So, best wishes to Bad Baby in this situation. Hope she heals, not just physically, but also emotionally, mentally. And that's what I got on that one, man. Shit. At this point, I think I've talked about everything, but let me double check because I always miss some shit. It's just the nature of what I do, I guess. Yep, that's it. Okay. I'm going to catch y'all a little bit later. Much love and respect. Y'all be good out there. Hope everybody is enjoying your evening, your day, whatever time it is that you're seeing this. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Much love and respect, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, king of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, one fumble. I done came too far to be humble.